Hi friends, it's me Emily from Great Outdoor Store, and today I'm going to break down our women's hiking boot selection. So there are a number of hiking boot types, and they are well suited to different conditions. So if you know what you're going, if you're planning for something specific, you might give us some information about what kind of trip you're going to take, and we'll help to recommend boots for that trip. Or if you just kind of want to use a boot around here, maybe spring, fall, and winter, we can certainly make some recommendations for that too. So I've got our hiking boot line up here, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about each one. Starting lighter weight and then moving to more aggressive hiking boots. This is the Terradora from Keen. This is a really interesting boot because it's a really happy mix between a tennis shoe and a boot. So if you don't really do any aggressive hiking, you want something with some water protection, but you don't need a ton of traction and you don't need a ton of ankle support. It also feels fairly lightweight on your foot. This is a really nice option. It's a full synthetic, so it'll be really lightweight and it'll breathe a little better, but it is waterproof, fully waterproof. When you waterproof a boot, it's a bootie that's sewn in. It's not necessarily the exterior fabric. Your exterior fabric is gonna add some resistance, but not the waterproofing. So this is the Terradora from Keen. Next in the lineup, I have the Sapphire from Oboz. This is also a little bit of a lighter weight boot. It's cute, which is important because sometimes if it looks fun, you're more willing to put it on. It's a little bit slimmer and it's not super heavy, similar to the Terradora. It's got nice traction, but it doesn't have really deep lugs, so it'll still feel a little more similar to what you're used to wearing. This is a leather boot, so you're gonna add some abrasion resistance and a little bit of life to the fabric. Next is a really cool option from On Running. These are the Cloud Rock. Again, it's a full synthetic but fully waterproof. They add a little bit of abrasion resistance around the outside of the shoe, and you've got the kind of classic On Running outsole. So you've got these deep lugs that are really flexible, and you have a lot of sensation underfoot, which is kind of nice because you can really feel what you're walking on. It's a padded ankle. It comes up a little bit higher, but it's really comfortable because it's kind of soft and squishy. So this is really cool, lightweight, a little sportier, cool colors. That's from On Running. This is a shoe that we have coming for spring, so we're gonna get a full-size run of these, but I can show you this one in the meantime. It's called the Plasma. Thank you for my audience help. This is from Tecnica. A cool thing about the Tecnica boots is that they are custom moldable. So in these areas where you see the perforations, we use a heat and pressure system to break those in, as well as the insole in the boot. So this maintains a little bit of a lightweight feel, but it's got a really sturdy Vibram outsole, and you're gonna get a lot of traction, a little less flex to the boot than some of the other styles, which means that your foot is able to relax a little bit more. This shoe is gonna support your foot as you do more aggressive hikes. It also has a one-sided tongue, so you get a lot of ankle support through there. This is a really cool boot. Then there's a classic from Danner. My last two boots are full leather boots. You're gonna add a ton of abrasion resistance, which I mentioned before, but leather is gonna live a really long life with just a little bit of care. It's also gonna be a little warmer, so that's something to think about when you're thinking which season you're gonna use the boot in. So it'll hold just a touch more heat, but you're gonna get a lot more protection from it. This Danner boot is surprisingly lightweight for being a full leather. The midsole is really airy. You get nice traction through the bottom, and it's just a classic look. Like if you want a boot that you can kind of wear in your day-to-day life as well, this often makes that transition better than some of the other styles. So great option from Danner. That's the Mountain 600, I don't think I said that. And finally, this is a really beautiful boot from Oboz called the Bridger. This is also a full leather. You add some extra toe protection, so it's gonna look a little bit more hiking oriented versus you have a little bit more like lifestyle capability with the Danner. You have really nice traction, deep lugs. It's got a little bit of a curve to the heel, which can help with your forward momentum. It's a mid ankle height, so it'll add nice ankle protection without coming up too tall. This is a boot that will soften up a little bit more as you wear it, especially in the tongue area. With a mid boot, sometimes you feel the tongue as you try it on out of the box. Oboz spends a lot of time on their insole, so if you're looking for a boot that has kind of firm, structured support, the Bridger is a really nice choice. So hopefully that gives you a little glimpse of some of the hiking boot options we have. We always love to talk about how you're going to use your boots and which boot might be well suited to your purposes. So stop down and see us, ask us some question about hiking boots, and get out there and enjoy.